Hello, welcome to my podcast. Today is about standard. What does standard means? What is the standard? My standard, that standard, country standard, the president standard, the CEO standard, everybody is a subjective. It's a subjective. It's all depend on how much you want it, how much you need it, how much you are hungry. It doesn't matter what you want to do something, how much you need it. Let's say you want to run marathon. So 42 kilometer, that's your standard. You just put the standard. I want to do, but somebody can say, I want to run 100 kilometer. So it's depend on mainly it's in our brain. We put our standard in here and then we move to that. So if you want to do push up 20 a day, somebody can double it in 40, the other person can do it 60. So it's all about your drive. What was your burning desire? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to do? There's no limit. If you want to be the best of you, it's depend on how much you put your standard. If you have a role model, a person that you really admire, a person that you really want to be like him, it just gotta put that standard upper and work for it. There's like a 10,000 hour rule. 10,000 hour rule is like if you practice every day for an hour, 2 hour, and if you make it in something 10,000 hours, you will be expert on that subject matter. It doesn't matter. You might be an engineer, but if you study 10,000 hours for a medical or a management or anything, as much as you put the 10,000 hours, you can be expert on that subject matter. So that means it's continuously repetition, do it persistently. But now let's come back to the standard. For example, your salary, it's depend on. So you put your value, you put you standard yourself. This is what I'm accomplishing. For example, the company when they hire you, it doesn't matter if they pay you 100,000. It doesn't matter. That's your value. That's how much they can afford to pay you. But you can put your standard higher and then negotiate toward that. So standards are subjective. As long as you are ready to work toward your standard, you can raise the bar higher. You can put higher. If Barack Obama standards higher, there's no limit that I can put my standard as someone like him. But I probably need to a lot of day and the night. Let's say CEO, his standard is like 10, and if I'm like my standards lower, I can put on that, but I have to put the work. It just if you see the bell curve, pretty much the whole average is the same, only 3%. I don't want to be a 3%. I want to be part of the whole. But on the majority, I want to work hard. The only difference is who's willing to work, who is willing to be uncomfortable, who is willing to sweat, who is willing to put that, and that's whole make a difference. There's nothing make a difference. It's all about when we born, we had all this potential. Everybody, as long as you are healthy, you can walk around, you have the potential. You have the potential all. Let me tell you one thing. In physics, if you carry stuff and if you stand, if you don't move, that means work is not done. In physics law, the only you can accomplish job is when you move, when you make a distance. So everybody has potential. We all have our potential. It's all about use it. For example, if you carry a big stuff and if you stand, work is zero, work done is zero. But if you drop it, that potential energy turn into mechanical energy, and by physics law, work is done. For the same analogy, we all have our own potential. It's all about use it or lose it. We are here. Life is C between B and D. That means between birth and death, you have in that gap, and you have all that potential. It's all about use it or you're gonna lose it. So why don't you use it? We can use it. So there's no limit to put our standard in anything. In anything you want to put your standard higher and work for that. I think that's a healthy thing to put your standard higher, and then that's capable, that's doable, as long as you have that burning desire. I want to do it, I want to accomplish it. That's my message for today. Have a good day.